What's up, guys? Welcome to my very messy room. It's not a very good way to start the video. A year ago, November 2024, I was in peak physical condition. I was working out like 6 days a week, running 5 days a week, just absolutely tearing it up. I successfully did my first cut, got to the leanest body weight I've ever been. Overall, I was feeling pretty good about myself. It doesn't really feel like that right now. November 2025, I'm in a very different circumstance. My name is Josh. I'm 23 years old from Vancouver, BC. Welcome to my pretty messy room. It's Saturday morning. Got to clean it up. And 2 months ago, I got diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis. And I went from identifying as an athlete, someone that loves to push themselves physically in any way, shape, or form, to basically being unable to work out at all and to be dealing with chronic inflammation in my body. And it has not been easy. It has not been easy at all. I've been making videos for 3 years now, and during that entire time, the premise of those videos was about working out and my journey to becoming, hopefully, a sponsored athlete one day. It's been one of my biggest goals as a kid, as a teenager, and I was really doubling down on it last year when I was making these vlogs. And when I stopped being able to work out and when my arthritis got really bad, it's been really bad right now, I kind of lost the plot a little bit. I pretty much went through an identity. I pretty much went through an identity crisis because that's just what I used to do. And that's why I've stopped making videos. I completely burnt myself out in every way, shape, or form, emotionally, physically. I just couldn't get myself. I filmed a bunch of videos, but they just never felt right to me because my situation kept changing. I kept learning new things about myself and I kept realizing more stuff about my diagnosis. So I would film videos and I would never post them. The cycle would continue. I'd feel kind of bad about it. So today, Saturday morning, I'm going to take you guys, I've been trying to think of what the first video back should be. And I was like, oh, it's going to be this like big story about my journey through this. And I was like, oh, let's just start simple. Let's just go back to the day in the life. Let me take you guys for a Saturday as a guy living with arthritis. I feel like that's just a good place to start. But yeah, I'm back, I guess. Welcome to my garage gym. It's kind of a huge mess right now, I'll be honest. But this half of the garage is what used to be the pain cave. It's where I used to set PRs and overall just push myself hard. I can't really do that right now, but it's probably one of the only things that's keeping me like sane at this moment. I've just been doing like a really light movement because when you have arthritis, you don't want to take it completely off because movement helps flush out things in your body. But you don't want to go too hard because when you go too hard, it causes like an inflammatory response. So there's like this weird middle ground where you just kind of have to like go through the motions. And it was really hard at the beginning not pushing myself, but I've since kind of gotten into a nice rhythm. No intensity, no volume. We're just going for fun, just to keep myself sane. So I'm going to start off with 30 minutes on this sucker. Just absolutely giving her at 80 beats per minute, zone 0 cardio. Yes, I do work out with the doors open year round. It's nice in the summer because it's hot, a little bit cold in the winters. Today's actually not too bad, but most of the time I'll start off with like full ski mask mode. Might be scaring the neighbors a little bit, but this is how I start because it's so cold because of the fan. But then usually I'll delayer as I get warm. But this is how hard I can bike. Can you even hear this? It's I hope it's not too loud, but this is exactly the pace that I bike at for 30 minutes. And you're wondering, how do I not lose my mind? I've taken up singing. I listen to music very loud and I sing. I'll be right back.
Say my name, scream it out, don't you break my heart. I don't know if I can take it anymore. I sing all of my pain, shake some bones away.
Okay, 30 minutes of singing and scaring the neighbors later. We're done. And what I'll usually do after this is I'll come in and set the timer for 30 minutes. And through trial and error, I've discovered that I can still do core and I can still work on my technique. There's always something you can do. Even if I can't train, I can still get better still get better. I can still get better in small ways, and over time, I can still make progress. Trust me, I wasn't always this calm about that. It took a long time of being very upset that I couldn't work out for me to realize this, but I've come to terms with my disease. So we are going to start with core, and then I do a lot of handstand practice. Usually I'll like seriously injure myself in one way or another, but hopefully not today. Okay, I've been doing like a little bit of intensity, but it's only on the concentric part, the like negative portion of the movement. So I don't do like too many reps. I do like maybe 3 reps. Just trying to focus on controlling the entire movement. You'll see what I mean in a second. Oh. That was my dad. I feel like it might be a good time to challenge myself a little bit. I'm feeling pretty strong in that movement. I have taped 2 5-pound weights to the bottom of my shoes to add a little bit of resistance. This is going to be a little difficult. I didn't really think this through. Okay. Oh my God, that is way harder. That is way harder. Shaking like a baby deer. Oh my God. Hey Siri. All right, and then the other main lift, the other main component of the day, I've been practicing handstands. So I've been doing just very low rep pike push-ups. All the movements I do, I guess, look pretty silly, but oh well. Yeah, I just do like 3 reps as slow as I can. Hey Siri, pause please. All right, it's now time for the most fun, but also the most dangerous part of the day, where we practice handstands. I've been doing this for like a month now, and I'm making a lot of progress, but obviously still not there. But the squat rack is perfect because if you look at the distance, when I stretch my hands out, I can put my feet on it. So it'll make sense in a second. So my feet right now are kind of like I'm using them to guard if I fall either way. But right now, right, that's free. Oh God. I usually do this for like a minute or until the blood in my head. See, like I'm making some progress. That was actually the most stable I felt in a position in a long time. So I'm gonna take a little risk for the sake of this video to show you how I can do it without the squat rack. I don't know why I'm talking so weird. Oh no. Holy shit. Okay. See, I'm afraid to go too far because when I overshoot, then I fall right there and then it like really hurts. So I think there's a little bit of a fear component. But that right now is free, so I'm not touching anything. Oh, there's my foot. Oh, I'm leaning too far forward. I can feel like I'm getting stronger in the position, but it's not about strength. It's about, oh my God, like the blood is, whoa. I've never had a head rush like that. When I'm doing this, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's balance. I don't know, there's a poetic part to it. A new Saturday ritual of mine is to get really cold and wet. And what I mean by that is I go do a cold plunge at the coldest lake that I have access to. So I've just driven 20 minutes there in the parking lot, psyching myself up, getting ready to hop into the lake. It's one of the one things that both feels really good on my arthritic joints and is also difficult. You know, I'm lacking the opportunity to do like hard workouts or hard runs, but I can still do stuff that's not easy, like taking cold plunges. Got 2K right now, so let's go get cold. We have made it to the lake. Beautiful as always. The water level is extremely high, as you can tell by the picnic benches being under. But plunging is one of those things where I both want to do it and like don't want to. Now that I'm standing here, I know exactly what I need to do to get into the water, but I also know it's going to be tough. And it's one of those things that like never gets easier. You just always got to get there and just kind of go for it. I can feel the resistance, so let's just get this over with. At least it's not pouring rain like it has been in the past. Hello, I'm gonna hopefully not destroy my mic as I do this, and hopefully you can still hear me as I venture out. As you can imagine, it is cold. It does kind of take me a second to like psych myself up to go do the full plunge. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? It is absolutely just gorgeous out here. I'm always amazed by how pretty it is. As you can tell, I'm trying not... I'm avoiding going in. That's why I'm trying to make small talk with you guys. But, okay. 3, 2, 1, and I'm just going to hold my hand up and go under, and then I can put this microphone away. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Would you guys be surprised if I told you that it was cold, but not too bad. Now I gotta go stand in it for 15 minutes. This was the easy part. Let's go. All right, what's up? GoPro Josh. Thoughts while I'm out here in the water. I've had to go in and out too many times, and once the shivering starts, it's really bad. I prefer to just like go in once, but gotta do it for the gram. Let me show you guys the view that I'm dealing with right now. It is just spectacular. We got the mountains with the clouds a little bit down. What am I saying? Mountains and clouds. I don't put my hands in because they get really cold. Feet are gonna get really cold. Driving back is always a little iffy, but just trying to stay calm and just relax. Listen to the sounds. What am I thinking about? Going on a date later today, so I'm excited for that. I really like this girl, so it's been really fun hanging out with her. That's been on my mind. Just getting back into the rhythm of posting or just creating, because I like to do that. It's a very interesting point in my life. Also, yeah, work has been pretty interesting. I'll talk more about that later. And I'm just going to stand here for a couple minutes. So I'm gonna use this opportunity of being in a uncomfortable place to get real with you guys. I've been struggling a lot with my anxiety and my previously like anxious attachment style. Oh, you can hear the shivering in my voice. And work, I'm on a 6-month contract, has I've definitely learned a lot from it, but with arthritis and everything, I found it like difficult to navigate my thoughts, and I feel like the fabric of my mind, I like that saying, has not been very good. I burnt myself out trying to like maintain my activity level and just overall say that I was okay when things were not really going super well. So that's why I've taken a long break. And I've realized a lot of the time I've been making videos or creating and living out of fear instead of like from abundance. And I want to change that. It feels so funny to be saying that while like shivering, but I have a very physical response to anxiety. Like I feel it in my chest, and I can feel like my heart rate get pretty elevated, and I just like feel really uneasy. And I'm circling back to why I'm in the water. The cold water helps me try to like regulate my system, because it is a very uncomfortable place, and I do have to like calm myself down. Like I can't like fire myself up for it. I find that's partly why I do it, because I'm trying to train myself to stay calm even when things are not perfect. I guess that's the right word. But I usually don't shiver this much when I do this. I've been doing it with a group lately, but today I came alone. Okay, there's 20 more seconds, so we're gonna go under one more time and you guys can see what it's like. Oh. Whew. It's cold. And now the shivering begins. Oh. Why do I do this? Oh, this is the worst part. It's like not being in it, it's like coming out and then having to dry off and slowly warm up. My feet are so cold. Okay. That felt really good though. That was good. I needed this. Oh my God. All right, I'm changed. But this is the worst one yet. Oh, I'm so cold. All right, let's get it back. In case you're wondering what the view is like, if I can even hold the camera steady. Oh my God. Those are my shivering. Very pretty. So during all my shivering, I accidentally unplugged the microphone on my camera. Now, I'll be honest, this used to really bother me in the past whenever this would happen, but I took a second and I realized, one, I haven't filmed a video in a long time, so I forgot to check this sort of stuff, and two, it's not really that big of a deal. So I'm just going to do a voiceover and I'll take you guys through what I was saying. Here's me very cold in the car. I'm showing you guys how I put my hands on the heater, and I usually burn my tongue on my tea. Here's me with my outfit now. This is before the date, wearing my Dickies chore coat, Ralph Lauren sweater, Carhartt pants, and then those are the two pieces of jewelry that I own, just 2 rings. But I'm late, so I had to get out of there. And all of a sudden, I'm back home. It's dark outside, taking you guys through what happened. Just kidding. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore at this point. It's been a couple of days since I filmed this, and I've been watching this clip back a few times, and I'm like, what was I saying? Because there are moments when I'm like, I don't remember doing that right there. I think I was just very tired. It had been a long week with less food and less sleep than I would have liked. For some reason, my appetite just kind of went away. Well, for some reason, I think I was just very nervous this week, and that happens sometimes. But it's really foreign for me to not have an appetite. I'm so used to always being hungry, so that's something new that I'm navigating. But then I talk about the book that I'm currently reading, Trust by Hernan Diaz. Such a good book. Really enjoying it. I'm like halfway through, I guess. Like I said, I'm not really sure what this clip was, but yeah, This is going to be the end of the voiceover now. I can tell I'm just rambling. Okay, I've shared this tip before, but it has stuck with me for a long time, and I'm going to share it again. I have an insane ability to eat a lot of hamburgers. I can just put them away, which means I have a very high craving for them. Over the past couple months, I realized that when I would go to like fast food places and just like binge out, I'd be like, wait, these aren't even that good. Like, why am I doing this? And then I started making them at home because they're really simple. They don't even have lettuce or tomatoes, so it's just beef and a patty, or no, beef and a bun. And I've learned that one, it tastes a lot better, and two, like the macros are pretty good, so I don't have to feel bad about eating them. And it's like satiates my cravings for burgers. Like when I have this, I don't crave it from other places because I know that I can just make it at home whenever I want. And it's a Saturday night, and I'm like actually really hungry now, which is good because I have not eaten much food the past couple of days. So I'm gonna enjoy this now. I've stayed up a little bit too late. I'm not gonna get upset with myself. I was just doing what I wanted. But this is a Saturday. This is kind of, what am I saying? This is kind of how my Saturdays have been going down for the last little bit, especially as I recover from arthritis and burnout. I used to have like really high expectations for myself. I had to get a lot of stuff done, but now I realize that I can take a step back, especially on the weekend, especially when I'm working during the week, and then I can still make progress in small ways. I don't have to make big leaps. Sometimes it can be small, you know, just a workout, a plunge, hung out with someone, and then I just chilled. What does Milo want? Come on, Milo. Come on. Milo, come on. Come on. Yes. Come here, Milo. Come here, Milo. There's a dog. I've been petting the dog too. You a good boy, Milo? Oh, he doesn't want this. But with that, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you for tuning in. Didn't want to make like too much pressure on myself for my return. So I feel like this was a nice chill way to do it. All right, see ya.